Every 11 seconds, an older adult in the United States is treated in an emergency room because of a fall. Falls are the #1 cause of injury death in adults over 65, more than car accidents, more than any other single cause, and 95% of hip fractures, one of the most devastating injuries a person can suffer later in life, are caused by falling. 3 million emergency room visits every year, $50 billion in medical costs. These are CDC numbers, not estimates, not projections. Current reality. And what almost nobody talks about, what most doctors don't have time to explain in a 15-minute appointment, is that the majority of these falls are preventable. There is a 3-part system for fall prevention. It's backed by clinical research and Cochrane reviews, the gold standard in evidence-based medicine. And here's what I want you to know right now before we go any further. Most people who've thought about fall prevention are focused on part 3. Remove the rugs, install grab bars, improve the lighting. Those things matter, but they are the least important part of this system. By the end of this video, you'll understand all 3 parts and why the order matters. Let's start with what actually happens to your body. Here is the fact about hip fractures that most people don't know until it's too late. 20 to 30% of people who suffer a hip fracture die within 12 months. Not from the fall itself, from the cascade that follows, the immobility, the blood clots, the pneumonia, the loss of function that makes recovery increasingly unlikely. And 50% of people who fracture a hip never fully regain their independence. Independence, the ability to make your own coffee in your own kitchen, to drive to the grocery store, to live in your own home. That's what a fall can take away. Not just bones, a life. So let's understand what's actually causing these falls, because it isn't just bad luck or slippery floors. There are 3 main risk factors for falls in older adults. Each one is addressable, and most people don't know about the first 2. Risk factor. 1. Muscle weakness, specifically the loss of fast twitch fibers. As we age, we lose muscle mass, but it's not all muscle that goes first. Fast twitch fibers, the ones responsible for explosive, reactive movement, decline fastest. These are the fibers that fire when you start to slip on an icy step, when the curb is higher than you expected, when you stumble and need to catch yourself in a fraction of a second. When those fibers are gone, the window to recover from a stumble closes too fast for the rest of your body to react. You go down. Risk factor 2, the decline of proprioception. Proprioception is your body's GPS, the neurological system that tells you where your body is in space without looking. It uses signals from your inner ear, the bottoms of your feet, your joints, and it processes those signals fast enough to make dozens of micro adjustments with every single step you take. As we age, this system slows. The signals take longer. The adjustments come a beat too late. This is why falls happen on flat surfaces, in bright rooms, in familiar hallways. It's not a vision problem. It's a neurological timing problem, and it is trainable. Risk factor 3, medications. This one surprises people. Over 40% of falls in older adults are linked to medications. Diuretics that cause a sudden drop in blood pressure when you stand up. Blood pressure medications that overshoot. Sleep aids that leave you groggy at 2 a.m. when you get up for water. Antihistamines that slow your reaction time more than most people realize. If you take more than 4 medications daily, your fall risk increases significantly. And most people don't know this. Their prescribing doctors may not have flagged it. This is a conversation worth having at your next appointment. Now, the 3-part prevention system, backed by research, starting with what matters most. Part 1, strength training, with an emphasis on single-leg exercises. A Cochrane review, a systematic analysis of the best available randomized controlled trials, found that strength training reduces fall risk by 23% in older adults. 23%. That's not a minor effect. But here's the key. It needs to include single-leg work, chair-supported lunges, step-ups, single-leg calf raises. These exercises target fast-twitch fibers specifically. The ones we just established are the most critical for catching yourself before you fall. 2 sessions per week is the minimum effective dose. You don't need a gym. A sturdy chair and your own body weight will get you started. Part 2. Balance training. And Tai Chi has the strongest evidence of anything we know of. Multiple randomized controlled trials have found that Tai Chi reduces fall rate in older adults by approximately 50%. 50%. That number has been replicated across different countries and different study designs. Tai Chi works because it simultaneously trains proprioception, strength, and coordination in slow, controlled motion that progressively challenges your balance. It also has the remarkable advantage of being gentle enough to be safe for people who are already at elevated fall risk. If Tai Chi isn't accessible to you right now, the research also supports 2 simpler practices: single leg stance, standing on one foot for 30 seconds at a time, 3 times a day, and heel-to-toe walking, which directly trains the neurological balance pathway. These take minutes, they cost nothing, and the evidence for them is solid. Part 3. Home modification and medication review. Remove loose rugs. Add grab bars in the bathroom and along stairs. Improve lighting in hallways and stairwells. Check nightlights. Replace worn footwear. Ask your doctor to review your full medication list with fall risk specifically in mind. These things are real and they matter. But here is what the research consistently shows. Home modification alone, without parts 1 and 2, produces a much smaller reduction in fall risk. It addresses the environment. Parts 1 and 2 address the body. The system is incomplete without all 3. Here's where to start today. Not next week, today. 1. Pick one single leg exercise. The simplest is a single leg calf raise. Stand near a counter, lift one foot slightly off the floor, and rise up on the ball of your other foot. 10 repetitions, switch sides. That's your entry point for part 1. 2. Set a timer for 30 seconds while you brush your teeth tonight and stand on one foot. Switch. Do it again tomorrow. That's your entry point for part 2. 3. Walk your home this weekend. Find one rug that moves. Find one light that's too dim. Fix one thing. That's part 3. You don't have to overhaul your life. You have to start the system. All 3 parts, even small doses of each. If the medication piece is something you want to explore further, which medications are most commonly linked to falls, and what questions to ask your doctor, that's a topic we cover in depth elsewhere on this channel. It's one of the most practical things you can bring into a doctor's appointment. Links to the resources mentioned, including grab bars and non-slip bath products, are in the description below.